y'all know Cliff over there on bass guitar? Do you know who Cliff is? Why don't you all say hi to Cliff? He's gonna play some fucking bass for you.
Greetings, people of the future. Welcome to another episode of VHS Rewind, the show where we unearth and revisit some precious relics of music past. And today, we're taking it to 1987 for what's probably one of my favorite VHS releases ever. We're going to be talking about the very first home video release from the band Metallica. Yeah, we're going to be talking about Cliff 'Em All. For those of you who don't know, Cliff 'Em All is a home video that's a collection of clips of the band when Cliff Burton was still alive and their bass player. It's got all sorts of different kinds of shit on it, and at this point, it's a very important piece of Metallica history, and it's all right here in this video cassette. There's a description here. I feel like whenever Metallica releases anything, Lars or somebody ends up writing some long-ass description. So let's read it.
Well, we finally went and did what we always talked about not doing, releasing a vid. Before you throw up and discuss, let us tell you the idea behind this. First of all, this is not your typical shit home video done with high-tech Tim camera production sound. It's a compilation of bootleg footage shot by sneaky Metallifucks, stuff shot for TV that was never used but we held on to, home footage, personal photos, and us drunk. But most important, it's really a look back at the 3.5 years that Cliff was with us and includes his best bass solos and the home footage and pics that we felt best capture his unique personality and style.
That pretty much sums it up, so let's go ahead and dive into this motherfucker.
My name is Donna Davis, and I'm here with Metallica, the hot new heavy metal band from LA. And let's have them start with their name and what they do in the band, and let's start with you.
James Hetfield, rhythm guitar and vocals.
Lars Ulrich, drums and bongs.
Dave Mustaine, lead guitar. Cliff Burton, bass guitar.
So really this video is a celebration of Cliff Burton's life. And before you can start any good celebration, what do you need to do? You need to make a beer run. So the first few songs on here are from 1986 in Detroit when they were on the tour opening for Ozzy Osbourne, and they performed Creeping Death, Am I Evil, and Damage Incorporated, and it's shot from like kind of, a higher up angle, and the fan shot stuff at this point was pretty cool at the time. I mean, I didn't see it till a few years later, but even in the early 90s, it was cool to see this stuff because it's kind of like from the fans' perspective. And now on the internet you go and that shit is everywhere. You can easily watch stuff that somebody has filmed of a band, but back then it was bootleg stuff, and most of the time, you didn't even see it at all unless you went to go see the band yourself. So this was a cool way to sort of get a, I guess a fan's eye view of some of their performances. And there's some random interview footage kind of sprinkled in between.
We saw the new wave of British metal that was coming out. We knew it was going to hit like, a couple of years before. We knew it was going to hit the States fairly soon, so, we liked doing it, and, we were doing it down in LA, and a lot of people didn't know what the hell was going on.
Basic principles are like the same as they were, 5 years ago when we were starting out in the garage, just like on a bit higher level, like I said, But I mean, still the same four idiots, trying to stay in tune and stay on time.
We do what we want to do, If they consider that selling out, then whatever.
And then it moves over to a performance in Long Island in the same year, same tour, where the band performs Master of Puppets. And this one is shot from like down, like in the crowd, and it's pretty fucking cool. Like really, like this is at the point where the band was really firing on all cylinders, and so it's just exciting to see them up there performing when they have this massive achievement of Master of Puppets behind them. You know, it's like it literally just came out. Like it's insane to think of an album that's that renowned and loved and talked about, that there was a time where it had just come out. And sometimes the camera gets a little bit shaky, and it's kind of, you know, it's funny, I guess, but really, if you think about it, back in 1986, do you remember how big video cameras were? Like you had to like have it up on your fucking shoulder. I don't think they had gotten the real handheld ones yet. So whoever was filming these different parts like that, they're fucking troopers for holding a big ass camera on their shoulder the entire time.
Don't you fuckheads like to meet Cliff Burton, the major rager on the 4-string motherfucker?
And then it takes you way back to 1983 for a show at the Stone in San Francisco, and you get to see Cliff do the Anesthesia pulling teeth bass solo. And then it leads straight into the band doing Whiplash. And this is my favorite part of the entire video, because this is seeing the band in a way that very few people did. I mean, they didn't, as far as I know, they didn't do any tours or big tours with Dave Mustaine on guitar. And this is that incarnation of the band before Kirk Hammett was on board. And so this is a glimpse into that period that a lot of people, you know, at this point, or I mean, I guess, you know, if you didn't see it then, you still haven't seen it. But yeah, this is the way that you get to see that incarnation of the band. And that's, once again, that's history right there, especially when you're a huge fan like me. Next, it moves a little bit up to 1985 and over to Germany at the Metal Hammer Festival. But before that, drinking with Metallica.
Okay, stay right there, you guys. I'll get some more beer. Stay right there. Don't move. Don't move. Look at this song. Hey guys, don't move. Yeah. Now drink. Awesome. We should fucking go to Tokyo. Huh? Okay, we should do it. Go to Tokyo and shoot a Godzilla. Let's do it then.
So all the Germany footage, another Cliff solo, Four Horsemen, Seek and Destroy, Fade to Black. It's all pro shot. I'm guessing it was for German television. I don't know if it was ever broadcast over there or not. But it's pretty cool because it's a little better quality for these songs. Here's Lou with the pot.
Hey Lou, maybe you should throw Dave out of that chair so you can sit down. Sit. Did you get this? From Lou. What is this, like Thai? something?
Yeah. It's like
Something.
the heaviest pot ever to hit these shores.
Holy
It's like the pot like no other pots ever been had in this country.
It had to go through Lou. Me and Lou Martin's special blend. Big rigger inspection. Spatial. Fucking had to pass through the hands of the big riggers. Jesus. Taxed and tariffed. And it was okay with you, United States government.
Absolutely.
Abso-motherfucking.
And then we move back over to Germany so we can check out some killer 1980s video special effects. I mean, this must have been the cutting edge at the time. Then we move over to Denmark to the Roskilde Festival in 1986, where we see the band do Welcome Home Sanitarium and once again Anesthesia. And this one's more like from the crowd where you're seeing people's heads and stuff. Like you're trying to see. It's truly like being at an outdoor show where you're just, you know, if you're not tall enough, then you're shit out of luck, dude. The next songs are from Oakland, California in 1985 at the Day on the Green Festival. And you get to see another Cliff solo, and they play For Whom the Bell Tolls. This one right here, like this just seems like it's utter classic Cliff footage and just footage of the band itself. This just seems like it's some iconic video footage. I think you see this a lot, and it's pro shot, so it's like good fucking quality. And once again, just seeing these guys back in the day it never gets old to me. And finally, the video wraps it up going way back again to 1983, but after Kirk was in the band, and it's a show from Chicago when they were on the Kill 'Em All for One tour with the band Raven, and you get to see them play No Remorse and Metal Militia, and this is also pro shot. This has some classic footage, first off of Kirk losing his guitar into the crowd. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking was going to happen right then, but there you go. And then, as if they weren't happy with just one bad decision, they also decided to throw a record out into the crowd.
We have a debut album out on Megapush Records. It's called Kill 'Em All. We're glad to kill all you tonight. Who wants this fucker? I don't think anybody got that. Broke another one.
I mean, this part of the video is so much fun that if I'm by myself and I'm not going to disturb anybody, you're going to find me with my fist in the air yelling, "Metal up your ass!"
Now we got to get everybody in this whole place doing it. Even you maniacs up there. Are you ready? All right. Metal up your ass!
And then the video concludes with, of course, credits and some other photographs of Cliff Burton. And really, it wraps up in a nice, you know, tight 90 minutes of footage. And for somebody like me that I got into the band in the early 90s, this was a very cool way to catch up with like who they were and get to see them back in the day. I know that now there's all sorts of footage that you can watch, but back when I was younger, this was it. Like this was the way that you saw it. And I don't know. It's just a very special video release to me, and I'm assuming to a lot of you, especially if you're a Metallica fan, because I think this is a period of the band that everybody, nobody talks shit about this period of the band. It's all that shit afterwards that people like to chime in and flex their metal cred about. But yeah, so that's all I got to say about Cliff 'Em All. It's a fucking classic video. I'm sure a lot of you probably already saw it. If you haven't seen it, go. You can find it. It's out there digitally, and they have DVD copies. I mean, what's the fucking point, man? But for some reason, the VHS just I don't know. It feels nice. Also, let's take a look at the tape as usual. There they have like a vertical label there. Well, I guess I don't know what you would. Yes, I guess that's what you would call it. But yeah. That's basically it. It's a VHS. It's, you know, it looks like it looks. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for joining me for this glimpse back into the past, a little bit of VHS nostalgia. I got a lot more VHS to go through, and I don't really know what I'm gonna do next. If you have any suggestions, just, you know, throw them down there and I'll see what I can do. But that's all I got for today. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm heading back to the past. I don't know why I keep saying that. Clearly, I'm not fooling anybody. Am I? Did I fool anybody? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Have a great future.
Thank you, crazy fuckers. Good night. Fucking love you, man. Fucking wild fuckers.
What's there to say? Yeah. We're out of beer, pal.
Fuck!
We're out of fucking beer.
Fuck!
Ugly sight. Fucking call a state. We should definitely call a state of emergency. Yeah, fuck the earthquake shit. This is important.
Okay, I'll go get some more beer.
That's how a purple rip off.